Hello, mic check. 1, 2. All right, looks like everything is good to go. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another PDL Season 3 Australia Main Division. I'm going to be your caster for tonight, out of the caster, and tonight we are going to be watching Little Pigs take on Sarawak Sentinels here. Best of 2 group stage match, and man, it's been quite some time since I've seen a Little Pigs game. I remember back when, I think Season 0, when these guys took my attention when they ran Necrophos Plus 1 when it wasn't necessarily common yet. Or was it sniper position? But
10 seconds
I forgot.
remaining.
But they did run a Necrophos safe lane, I think. And that's when they really caught my attention and they really fought throughout that game. But hey, anyways, we're back with another Little Pigs cast. And
Dire team ban.
shout out to them. But obviously, this is a no bias cast, even though I am a fan of Little Pigs. Sarawak Sentinels. I'm excited to be watching them because if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time I'm casting Sarawak Sentinels. I was supposed to cast them last week, but unfortunate plans came up. Unfortunate stuff came up. So I wasn't able to cast Sarawak. But hey, I'm here to make do and make amends. Alright, let's look at the drafts so far. Bans, it's a Meepo, Shadow Shaman, Lifestealer, Disruptor for Little Pigs. As for Sarawak, they're banning out the Prophet, the Necro, and Rubik. They're on the board now with the first pick.
10 seconds remaining.
Okay, see Zalach and non-stop Bops here. Hey, hey there, Bops.
5 seconds
Greatest
remaining.
caster of all time. Debatable. That's very debatable. And Zalach. Ah, yeah, I remember when you were on Little Pigs. What happened? Are you taking a little bit of a break there? Hopefully you're doing fine, Zeal. Shout out to the OG iteration of Little Pigs. I was really excited. I had to taking a break real life stuff. Hopefully that goes well for you. I have to look back at one of my VODs, the first ever Little Pigs game.
Dire team ban.
I was really rooting for you guys in that game because of how unorthodox your guys' lineup was. I really forgot that game. I don't know if it was Sniper or Necrophos Boss 1. I think it was Necrophos 1 though, at the time. First pick, by the way,
10 seconds
Sarawak
remaining.
takes Beastmaster,
Radiant team
while
ban.
Little Pigs, they're gonna go for the meta offlaner, Dawnbreaker. I mean, Beastmaster is technically speaking meta, but these two offlaners have a very, how do you say, I would say a very different playstyle.
10 seconds remaining.
Beastmaster, of course, he's arguably a lane dominator. He sets a
5
tempo
seconds remaining.
the early to mid game, getting early ads, Helm of Dominator, depends on how you want to play it. He's the one that sets a tempo. And as for Dawnbreaker, of course, I would say arguably right now is the premier offlaner just because of the Solar Guardian, how well she can play the lane,
10
how
seconds
tanky she is even
remaining.
if she does get jump.
5 seconds remaining.
Strong picks from both these two teams so far. I would say that. I'm surprised Silencer actually.
Dire team.
Yeah, okay. Silencer was a second phase ban. That's a little bit risky for Little Pigs. I think they were genuinely surprised at the lack of a Silencer ban. So they decided to pick up Dawnbreaker themselves here. Warlock will be the pickup for Little Pigs and Ancient Apparition for Sarawak.
10 seconds
I kind of
remaining.
like the answer for the Ancient Apparition against the Dawnbreaker here. But it's a little bit... It kind of feels weird because Ancient Apparition, he has to land the Ice Blast in order for him to have impact against the Dawnbreaker. Assuming he does miss it, right? The rest of the fight's gonna be rough. Blackrock's gonna be the secondary support here for Sarawak. Plus 4.
10 seconds remaining.
the pigs on the board now. I want to see Lil Pigs pick up a strong position 4, I would say. Or maybe I would honestly go for something. I would honestly pick the carry right now. Yeah, there it is. They picked the Gyro to go against the Beastmaster, and I would assume it's a Clockwork pos 4. So Gyrocopter Warlock. I wouldn't say that's a super strong lane, but I feel like that's going to be a lane that's going to be relatively difficult for the Beastmaster to keep up with. Obviously, Flak Cannon can deal with the Beastmaster summons.
5 seconds
Warlock
remaining.
just keeps the Gyrocopter constantly alive with the Shadow Word, and even using the Fatal Bonds to put a lot of pressure onto the Beastmaster. Angel Spirit. Something that I've been noticing lately is that instead of playing Vengeful Spirit position 3, I've seen teams pick up the Vengeful Spirit on the position 4, or rather on the position 5. In this case, I think she is position 4. I'm not too crazy about Vengeful support compared to her being in the offlane.
Radiant team
Just
back.
because I would rather have her Russian Aghanim Scepter rather than go for Glimmerkeep Force Staff in this case, I would say. I just feel like Aghanims is just such a strong pickup for the Vengeful Spirit. Having 2 lives,
seconds
one to throw
remaining.
away, and just having a refresh on the abilities. I think it's just way too valuable for
seconds
you to
remaining.
just pick up
Radiant team
Glimmercape
back.
plus a Force Staff on the Vengeful Spirit. Quidapane being picked up now by Sarawak, and now final 2 bans for these 2 teams. Could be a Dawnbreaker pos what? I don't know what. Oh, my bad.
10 seconds
Little Pigs are
remaining.
missing out on a mid laner now, so that's why they ban out the puck. I really like that.
5 seconds remaining.
Sarawak, of course, missing out on that carry. Ban out the Ursa instead of Little Pigs. What do you want to see here coming out from both these 2 teams? For Little Pigs, I definitely think a Storm Spirit would
Dire team
really
back.
round out their lineup. In this case, something more of a playmaker going into the mid game, and something that can jump in with the Dawnbreaker. Of course, Dawnbreaker wants to
Dire
use
team pick.
the ultimate to counter initiate, ideally. Sarawak,
Medusa.
very good Medusa pickup.
Radiant team pick.
Little Pigs right now, they don't necessarily have a Medusa answer. I mean, if you want to build Gyrocopter Diffusal, sure, you could, but it's not ideal.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I still think you have to pick up the Storm Spirit at this point here for Little Pigs. You need something that can set the tempo in this game. Something that can pressure the Medusa. I don't think you're winning late game against the Sarawak lineup, considering it's a Queen of Pain plus Medusa, and you even have the Beastmaster to somewhat secure the early to mid game in a sense. Tough ask. Invoker is kind of an option here, but I'm not too sure if it can weather the storm. No pun intended, because I did mention Storm Spirit. Pangolier.
Saw him.
Gonna be the pickup for Little Pig. So you have your Diffusal Builder now on the side of Little Pigs. Does it do well against a Queen of Pain?
5 seconds
I would
remaining.
argue it doesn't necessarily win out that lane. But hey, this could be a specialty Pangolier pick. Does have the Pango set. Shout out Pango set. Looking at the lineups right now. Wait. eyes deceiving me? Give me a second. Okay, J-Bud's position 4. For a second, for some reason, I thought J-Bud was position 1. That is my bad. Clearly, it's been a while since I've seen a Little Piggies game. And alright, from now on, no more Little Piggies Glaze. I am not a fanboy anymore. I am an unbiased caster. It's going to be casting main event division for the Phoenix League. But looking at the lineup so far, I definitely like Sarawak's lineup a little bit better. Because Medusa doesn't necessarily have an answer. Yes, you have Pangolier that builds Diffusal Blade, but it's going to really take a lot. Because you're gonna have Medusa that's going to be the front line, and as for the side of Little Pigs, you have the Gyrocopter that can essentially act as the Medusa, but a little less reliable, I would say, compared to the Medusa. Game number 1 between these two teams. The beginning right now. Let's introduce these two players before we get into this ball game here. On the Radiant side, we have Lil Pig, Slanderous P on the Warlock, BTM Pangolier, J-Bud on the Vengeful Spirit, Jonassy on the Dawnbreaker, Moonsilver on the Gyrocopter. On the Dire side, Sarawak Sentinels, FN Clockwork, QB on the Beastmaster, Celestial on the Ancient Apparition, Abyss on the Medusa, Munchie Bay on the Queen of Pain. A little bit refreshing to see both teams not use the smoke. All the games I've casted so far, at least one team has 5-man smoke move into a rune spot, but looks like both these two teams want to play it relatively safe. Looking at X Factor so far for both these games,
30 seconds to battle.
I would say for Little Pigs, I would lean towards the Pangolier being the X Factor in this case, just because I want to see how he can answer a Beastmaster, Queen of Pain, Medusa. Beastmaster, of course, can roar Pangolier in the Rolling Thunder. Queen of Pain, I think, bullies the Pango in a sense in the lane. And of course, Pangolier eventually has to deal with the Medusa. He's going to be the main factor in controlling the Medusa. As for the side of Sarawak, I would lean a little bit towards this Ancient Apparition being the X Factor, just because of how valuable this Ice Blast is against this Little Pigs lineup. Yes, technically speaking, the premier counter to Dawnbreaker, Nyx Assassin, Disruptor, and Silencers, right?
It isn't
But the Ancient Apparition is right up there, just for the mere fact that you can just cancel out healing. Doom as well, technically, also. What's that? Fatal Bonds? That's a lot of harassment. Thunderous, really good Fatal Bonds there. Top 2 heroes and Moonsilver. Following up with the damage. QB on the Beastmaster. Not having a good time thanks to the Fatal Bonds. This is the way you have to play against these Beastmasters. You have to be the one that sets a tempo against the Beastmaster. Cannon. Pushing back the clock right there. You can't let the Beastmaster dictate your lane. This constant pressure, thanks to Fatal Bonds, really keeping him up for now. Top side, I don't really expect this to be a kill lane on the side of Sarawak. It's really difficult to find kills on the Ancient Apparition. If anything, bottom is going to be their kill lane here. Going as I would expect it. Pangolier really doing well, keeping up with the assets. Expect this to be a relatively slow game for the first couple of minutes, thanks to, Gyrocopter, Medusa, carries. It's gonna be farm central for the most part. Beta bonds coming out bottom side. Lots and lots of harass going out on top of the Beastmaster. Top side, Dawnbreaker. Faces off against this Medusa. Medusa so far, I wouldn't say she loves the matchup against the Dawnbreaker considering pressure, the damage that the Dawnbreaker eventually can bring. But for the most part, they're relatively even in terms of the last hits. A little bit of an engagement there by BTM on top of Munchie.
Radiant's
Outside.
courier has been killed.
Looks like there's a fight for the Wisdom, or rather for the Lotus. Abyss gets a first blood kill onto J-Bud. Jonassy trying to run down Celestial, but Prayer Fire should secure the life of this apparition. Jonassy going on the sideline. Oh, Jonassy! Sneaks to the side, catches Celestial off guard.
This is inevitable.
Bottom side. Looks like there's still action there as well. FN has to be careful. Shadow Word shouldn't be enough to kill. Does have the Prayer Fire if need be. For one across the map. Or not across the map, the top side. What am I talking about? Mid lane, the Spankly are starting to take a little bit more initiative. More control in the mid lane. Pushing with the shield crash. Could have been opting to go for
Dire's bottom tower is
a
under
1-1-2
attack.
goal. Usually Queen of Pains want to opt into going 3-1-1 just to keep pressuring their lane, but I think in these cases, in these games right now, you don't really want to sacrifice your farm for the lane. And topside, J-Bud takes down Celestial, and that is the problem. Going up against his Dawnbreaker Vengeful Spirit, the damage is just crazy, to say the least. If you think Tusk Dawnbreaker was a hard-hitting lane, just wait with you. Do a cross wave of terror plus Starbreaker. This taking lots of harassment. Mystic Snake comes out, does have the stick as well. Should be able to stay alive. Bottom side, QB. Is it enough? Oh, the Black Cannon!
Bottom tower is under
Flies
attack.
through, but Slanderous picks up the kill with the Shadow Word. So far, laning stage, Little Pigs. I think they're kind of winning this one out at the moment. And this is what you need from Little Pigs. You have to set the tempo. You can't let the Queen of Pain, you can't let the Beastmaster take a hold of the game. Cannot. Absolutely cannot let them set the pace. Especially with your carry being a gyrocopter. So far, Gyrocopter leading the charge. Pangolier, the Medusa. Arun,
Dire's middle tower
this
is
one
under
bottom.
attack.
Munch Bay, or Buchi Bay. I read that as Munchie Bay. Whoops. Buchi Bay will be able to secure that Power Rune. 6 minutes in.
Precious bounty.
Haste.
I think BTM starting to look at bottom and top side. I hear a haste rune being popped here by the Queen of Pain. And all the way top side, Jonassy and J-Bud in trouble. Looks like FN also rotating over Sonic Wave to try to push back Jonassy, but I think that might have been a little bit too preemptive. Munchie Bay is willing to dive this one. Bottom side, QB will fall down to Moon Silver, but Jonassy will be falling top side. Buchi Bay will pick up double kill.
Is under attack.
Very good rotation there by the Queen of Pain. Picks up a double on the top side. Helps alleviate the pressure onto the Medusa, but bottom,
Dire's
QB
bottom
falls
tower
yet
is
again.
under attack.
And looks like Tier 1 Tower will be following him into the grave.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Thanks.
Wisdom Shrine. Oh, BTM actually takes a Wisdom Shrine on bottom too. Yikes. This Beastmaster's level 5 compared to Be off lane, who's already level 6. Upside. Magic missile. A little bit of a miss there on the Starbreaker, but J-Bud will be able to secure the kill onto Celestial. Both fall down a little bit low on J-Bud. J-Bud has to be careful. Medusa trying to chase this. Does have the Mystic Snake? Is it enough? No. Quite enough damage there on the Mystic Snake. No bounces there. BTM secures a region in the mid lane. Silver makes his rotation topside. Does have to call down at ready as well as BTM. Rolling Thunder going through. They have their eyes set on Medusa. Can't quite get the hits in, but Rolling Thunder now finally does. With the call down as well. J-Bud secures the kill. 4-man rotation topside. Medusa, who was left untouched, finally falls down. First death in the game. 9 minutes in, essentially. And looks like Celestial. Goodness gracious, Solar Guardian also being committed. Moonsilver picks that up. Celestial falls down, 2 dead topside. Even take that top tier tower to beat.
Attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
9 minutes in. Little
Dire's
Pigs.
top tower has fallen.
This is what I was saying for their lineup. They set the tempo. In 9 minutes, they already take down 2 tier 1s.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Good rotation, by the way, there for Moonsilver. Get involved early against the Medusa lane, and that forces the Medusa to jungle early, I think. Game plan right now for Sarawak. I think at this point in the game, you just have to put your head down, start trying to split lane, start trying to farm more on your cores, especially the Medusa. Queen of Pain, of course, will be Queen of Pain, Beastmaster. I think should have a good bounce back game, but 10 minutes in, 7-3 is the scoreline. Little Pigs up 3k gold. Looking at the kill leaders right now, J-Bud surprisingly. Oh, mid lane. Ooh, a little bit of a late time there on the rock getting dropped, but Muchi Bay taking a lot of damage from the Shadow Word Fatal Bond should be fine.
Tower is under attack.
But looking at the kill leaders right now for Little Pigs, J-Bud leading the team with 3 kills. That's my support. And for the side of Sarawak, Queen of Pain leading the charge with 2 kills.
Dire's middle tower,
The tower falls down to the side of Little Pig, so all tier 1 towers now down 10 minutes in. Network chart. Top 2 right now are the carries, but 700 difference. Mid lane. Uh-oh. Solar Guardian going through. Mujibe is able to blink away. Solar Guardian was not fast enough. Oh! Hammer almost reaches Muji, but the dive forward. BTM is relentless in the pursuit. And the TP in from FN. They don't have Stone Gaze. They're fighting this one out. Abyss. They're gonna take down Slanderous at the very least. But you still lose Muchi for this. Good push forward there from BTM. Putting the pressure forces Medusa to come over without the Stone Gaze. At the very least, you get a trade. It's not much, but it's something on the side of Sarawak. Helm of Dominator now picked up here on QB.
New treasures.
Silver now picks up the Chrysalis. Clockwork has yet to hit level 6 actually. Finally
A
does.
little something extra.
What happens
the
if you
evil.
lose out on your wisdom shrine?
You are simply not.
Gets denied there. Move now for the side of Sarawak. Looks like they want to try to get any kind of pickoff going for them. They do have the Primal Roar at the ready. They have Muchi with Sonic Wave as well. I believe not even a Blade Mill actually. They're gonna run into Slanderous. Not even gonna use the War for him. Hook shot. Here to kill off the Slanderous. Here comes BTM. Oh, BTM gets stuck. Oh, no. BTM gets stuck and into the Primal Roar. Will he have the damage? Sonic Wave should secure the kill out the J-Bug, but look at the damage! The damage from Moon Silver alongside the Swashbuckle eliminates the Queen of Pain and FN. Goodness gracious! 2 for 2 overall, but you lose Muji Bay on the clock
Dire's
again.
bottom tower is under attack.
It looks so good with the roar, but J-Bud with the saves. BTM getting stuck between a rock and a hard place with that roll, but it all works out, all calculated. Amplified damage rune even being picked up by BTM. Squap is just struggling right now. At least. Scan. We'll catch out the Warlock, so Sarawak, they're somewhat aware. Little pigs are in this area. Watcher does also get taken. Medusa should be closing in on a Manta style.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Breaker closing in on an Aghanim Scepter herself.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, topside. FN has to be careful.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Puts out a Sentry Ward, does scout out the Observer, also scouts out a very strong Gyrocopter. To say the least, Amplified Damage Rune, by the way, also activated. What is FN? FN's going in! Hookshot going through, gets a 3-man club into the Sonic Wave, and here comes the Alien Blast as well! It clips off the 3, but the Solar Guardian, they just delete the Queen of Pain, and the Quap, or rather Medusa, walks right in, uses a Stone Case, but gets absolutely annihilated! That is not the fight to take! Teleport out will be successful from Celestial, but that was a good attempt by Sarawak, but a little bit of poor execution there.
Dire's structures are fortified.
We all end up walking in one by one. They end up with nothing.
Dire's
Oh,
top
and
tower
that
is
sets
under
back to
attack.
Medusa's Manta as well.
Dire's
Tier 2
top
tower falls
is
down. They're still gonna try to fight this one out. Jonassy is able to leave thanks to the hammer. FN gets turned on. There's gonna be a roar going on top of the Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter taking a whole lot of magic damage. He's surrounded, stunned up. The Clockwork dies on the backside, but QB secures a kill onto the Gyrocopter. That's an unstoppable. Huge kill being picked up there by the Beastmaster. That secures Helm of the Overlord. Muchibe trying to push forward here. BTM secures a shield rune. You want to try to keep pushing Muchibe. They find J-Bud. Does have a blink in 1 more second. Brings forward. Finds him. J-Bud in a whole lot of trouble. Swap Slanderous. Very selfless play from Slanderous. I would never. Big kill on the side of Sarawak, and little pigs overstay their welcome. Lane, QB. Pushing up to tier 1. Will be stopped there by the 2 supports of the
Worthy
pigs.
tribute.
Of course, the top tail and one. Helm of the Overlord now picked up here by QB. And Medusa picking up the stuff. Gyrocopter having the Aghanim Scepter now delivered to him. Still leading the net worth here. 1.2k ahead, 1.3k ahead of the Medusa at the moment. And Shield Root activated here by the Pangolier. Into the smoke. Now going on a hunting on the side of the pigs. High set right now on the Dawnbreaker. Clearing the way. Hook shot will be landing on top of the Dawnbreaker. And Dawnbreaker, he is able to leap out thanks to the hammer. Meanwhile, it's a backstab. Uh-oh! BTM, does he get the stuns on? Stone Gaze will be popped now. Stone Gaze actually stops the Pangolier in his tracks, but will still get kill onto Celestial. Meanwhile, bottom side, they want to try going on top of the Dawnbreaker, but the turnaround. 3 dead instantly on the side of Sarawak. And the Medusa left all alone to fend for herself. She should not be long for this world. That's off a good snake, but
Whoa, initiating.
it's gonna be about it.
Is that intentional?
Sarawak lose 5 for the price of none. The initiation,
Dire's bottom tower is under
not
attack.
quite there. For the side of Sarawak,
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's
didn't even
structures
get to
are
use the primal war
fortified.
off.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
The hook shot available though. Wanna try? And Jonathan does not have the mana.
Illusion.
They will be able to get it. It's back. Let's push. Pangolier closing in on the diffusive blade. They're still sticking around here, Pangolier. Game clock right now, 20 minutes in, 19 to 8. 9k gold lead in favor of Little Pigs. Kill leaders. Bottom. Oh, hook shot gets blocked off. Unfortunate. Call down was blown though. Kill leaders right now, Moon Silver leading the charge with 7. As for the side of Sarawak, all tied with 2 kills for everyone except the Ancient Apparition. Russia now going to be targeted on the side of Little Pigs. There's an AD rune on the Gyrocopter. Could be a clean Aegis here. 30 seconds here for the hook shot, so I don't really think there's a chance to contest here on the side of Sarawak. Of course, let this one go.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
21 minutes. Gets taken. Starting to look insurmountable this lead. Not going out here in the mid lane as Silver does get hit by a snake. Hook shot going in on FN. Do they really want to get this kill? I think they do have enough. Where's the team around Moonsilver? He gets clipped by the Ice Blast. They're gonna try to turn this one around, but he will lose his first life. Muchibe dealing with J-Bud in the backside. Muchibe taking a whole lot of damage. I think Muchibe. Maybe he dove a little bit too deep, but they already got rid of the Aegis. They're gonna get stun off her onto QB. They still have Solar Guardian at the ready. QB will be falling down. No real answer there for Sarawak. They only take down the Aegis. Lose 2 for it though.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Incoming.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They're now being sieged here on the side of the Pigs. Damage zone coming out from the Ice Vortex plus the Organ's Grasp. Hook shot going in, catches out 2 heroes. And here comes the Ice Blast once again. It's gonna clip onto J-Bud. J-Bud will be falling down. Zone Gaze as well, pushing forward here onto Abyss. Can they try to find anything more? 1-for-1 trade-off so far. As Muchibe pushing forward, Solar Guardian and the Rock getting dropped right on top of the Medusa. Medusa taking way too much damage. Celestial falls down to the Flak Cannon. And Muchibe between a rock and a hard place blinks towards his base, but they're ready for this one. Homing Missile secures that kill. Buyback from J-Bud just in case, but that should be the beginning of the end.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Push forward there by BTM. BTM gets roared. BTM gets saved though by J-Bud.
Radiant's bottom tower is
He
under
can't even
attack.
get a
Dire's
roar
middle
kill
tower
onto
has fallen.
J-Bud, or rather onto BTM this game. Ice Blast going in. Clips onto 3. FN going in again with the hook shot. Stays alive to Slackness.
Radiant's top tower is
Slaps him
under
down with
attack.
the golem. (26-9), 24 minutes in. You already lose a mid laner Axe.
The perfect.
That's just we have left here for Sarawak. I feel like it's just Deadman walking right now.
This will provide.
Do one more Hail Mary play. What more do you have left in the tank here for Sarawak? I mean, ideally in the next fight, get another big Clockwork Initiation into the Ice Blast Sonic Wave combo, and you hope for the best. His Gyrocopter is not invincible. Satanic picked up on him. You take the Tormentor spell. But gets charged. But if they're able to clip the Gyrocopter with the Ice Blast, Satanic is basically going to be useless. J-Bud, just merely the existence of J-Bud and his swap appears to be proving to make life a little bit difficult instead of Sarawak. He's not even close to a butterfly here. Pango has to be careful to not step out too far. Ward spots out the Pango, picking it out. The guys are smoke right now on the side of Sarawak. Clear. Oh. Oh, Pango! Gonna get caught up! I think he's still gonna die. Solar Guardian going through! Look at the damage! BTM finally falls down, but the turn! Muchi falls!
It's a killing spree.
QB also joins him in the grave with Moonsilver.
Dominating.
Left unchecked. All that effort to get a kill on the Pangolier, but you lose 4.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And I think you also lose your top lane.
Dire's structures are
Walk
fortified.
back. Abyss. Stone Gaze activated, but no mana left in attack. Wait, hold on. The turnaround, buyback, Stone Form on Moonsilver. Moonsilver, he's in a whole lot of trouble. He can't fight this one out. FN also coming back into this fight. Slanderous is going to take the fall here, but Muji taking so much damage.
He just mega killed.
Muji falls. Clockwork joins him. Die back on the co-op.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Top lane falling.
Dire's top barracks have fallen.
They only take one rack. The emergence of the ancient apparition. It's just not having a good game. Lane.
Tower is under attack.
Try to get the jump in on top of Moonsilver. Moonsilver has to be careful. Satanic activated. Thunderous will take down FN, but the roll
Dire's
causing a whole lot of problems there for QB as he falls down. Buyback coming out now for the Clockwork. Does have the hook shot. Fall down as well. Stone Gaze finally activated here on the clock, or rather on the Medusa. Clockwork trying to pull back this Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter taking damage. Sonic Wave! Go! Damage is enough to take down Moonsilver, but Abyss will be taken down by J-Bud and the co-op.
Because he just
Leaps forward, the swamp J-Bud on a triple!
ourselves a triple kill here, Rick. Morty, quit acting like a detective.
Dire's top barracks
Dia
are
back
under
on
attack.
Clockwork. You get the kill on the Gyro, yes, but what more do you have left for Sarawak?
Dire's top barracks have fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Bottom lane falls down. 30 minutes in.
Dire's bottom barracks
That's
have
going to be
fallen.
mega creeps on the horizon for the
Dire's
side of Blue
bottom barracks
Pigs.
are under attack. Dire's bottom barracks have fallen. The Radiant
3
now
minutes
have
in,
mega
38,
creeps.
12, 11 kills for Moonsilver. Jonassy goes in. I think Jonassy might have overstayed his welcome. Swap there just to save him. Let's get clipped by the Ice Blast, but J-Bud. That's going to be a dive back, by the way, onto J-Bud. Hook shot lands on top of Jonassy. They're still trying to fight this one out. Heartbreaker going through, but here for Gurok getting dropped in the backside. Jonassy will find FN and Moonsilver. They're free to hit, free to fire. Stone Gaze will be coming out, but I don't think that's going to mean much. As Medusa gets surrounded, destroyed. And they're going to finally call a triple kill for Moonsilver to wrap this game up. 31 minutes in.
Is under attack.
Little Pigs
Radiant victory.
will dominate game number 1 against Sarawak Sentinels. What a rough game, to say the least, for Sarawak. Hopefully, they can bounce back for game number 2, but for game number 1, Little Pigs, looks like they did not lose a step from last time I saw them. But with that in mind, guys, we're gonna go into a little bit of a break here. So don't go anywhere, because we're gonna be having Little Pig Sarawak more in just a bit. All right, just a PSA, everybody. The Fire Burns also said this in the chat, but I also just found out now that there will be no second game. And that's going to be played out tomorrow night, Wednesday night to be precise. And yep, a little bit anticlimactic there for tonight's cast. But thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for supporting PDL, and thank you guys for supporting the cast. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't think I'll be able to cast game number 2 for tomorrow. Sadly, I think I'll pick up another series by then. But yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight's cast.